Hi there, it's Paulie here, still on location in Bangkok. Just a quickie anecdote, because I've been meeting a few fellow travellers and so on. A couple over from Washington in the USA, and others from Ireland and Scotland, and yeah, some interesting folk. But, so, I've told you guys parts of this before, but I went over to the USA. I was sent over. One of my novels, A Whisper of Wings, was inducted into the US Library of Congress as the example of Australian literature. They keep two books in the permanent collection there to represent that nation's literature. And for Australia, one of them is mine, and the other is like the complete works of Banjo Paterson, our most famous poet. So I think it's quite funny. But so they'd flown me over there. But the nice people from the US Library of Congress are showing me around. So first, I'm supposed to meet the US Vice President and all this sort of stuff. It was Dick Cheney. Met him, shook hands, didn't get shot. Score. But we're wandering around. It's like there's all these emergency exits. So I'm sort of talk to these guys and say, hey, so what's your super special escape route? So, what? Well, I can see Gutenberg Bibles and first editions of things. So that's it. The fire alarm goes. The front of the building's collapsed. The mutant hordes have come pouring in through the windows. You must have your I'm grabbing this one routes. We would never. Yeah, I break that case, out that door, down that staircase, and there's a rear car park where there's always like some service vehicles. Hotwire those and go. So, score. But yeah, they had these tunnels underneath the US Library of Congress connected to all these other government buildings. You went up to Congress and all these different offices and things, and lots of officials use these things for going back and forth. But we're walking along because we're just taking the tunnels. And a couple of these tunnels had a cardboard sign, a handwritten cardboard sign just hanging off the handle, usually at a crazy angle, and they just said Chud, C-H-U-D. I had to say, what's Chud? Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. Means tunnels out of order. It's too dingy. Don't go down that one. It's like, oh great. So half of the official buildings of Washington are basically subsiding back into the soil because no one's bothered to maintain the network of tunnels. Oh, they were great. I've told you this one before, but Americans are often charmingly gullible people, and I'm walking along with my friend Bruce Rowe, and everything in Washington is like a monument to something, or is designed to give you a great view, or what have you. But someone was just repairing the sidewalks. So they've levered up a couple of long oblong of concrete. But they've also taken a manhole cover, and they put that sort of at the end of the long oblong, while they're working on some other stuff, underneath the sidewalk. But they've carried this over onto the grass some distance away, and to make sure no one trips over it, they've just had like a portable concertina little fence about waist high. They just put around this so no one trips over it. Occupational health and safety at work. So we're walking along this whole entourage of people from the US Library of Congress and from the Vice President's office and so on, following just Bruce and I just at the front yakking on the way we do. But I stop and I see this long oblong with a dot underneath it fenced off, and I just, Bruce, look, it's the grave of the unknown exclamation point. Bruce takes his head off and says, yes. So we both stand there looking down at this thing, and all these officials all stop. What is it? Oh, it's the grave of the unknown exclamation point. It's very important for authors and so on. Oh, so these guys all stand there with their hands over their heart, observing a minute's silence with us. Till we had to turn and said, thanks guys, this has meant more to us than you'll ever know. Yeah, time to get out of here before we do something absolutely unspeakable. Oh god, a very strange town. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you guys. And now to catch a train to Chiang Mai. Huzzah!